Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Yes, another Friday has dawned once again, and we are now back in the Mojave. Oh, well, not really in the Mojave, because this is the big mountain in the Old World Blues DLC, but you know what I mean. Might be the last time. I don't know how much, more of this there is. I know how much more there is. I don't know how long it's going to take me, I should say. But yes, so we are here in whatever the hell the name of this place is. It's X something 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 X13 testing facility. This is the stealth area of the game, or of the DLC anyway. So yes, we'll be dealing with that. That's all good. Well, that's right. Yeah, my my thing was damaged badly, which was a bit unfortunate. Yeah. But we'll be fine. Metal, that. I think I did all this last time because it was sort of... I arrived and I had a bit of time to explore, but that was about it. Now I know I've got to go through the testing thing. Did I actually activate it? Let's see. Unlock elevator to test chamber. Ooh, yay, that works. So we know we're going to go through there. We've got to stick the stealth suit on as well, so yes. We can do that right now, because why the hell not? It's better than what we're currently using. Not by much, actually. But let's put it on. So that's good. Yay! 15 plus sneak. Not that I really need it, actually. My sneak is 100, even with the 15 boost.
Hello.
So
it's nice to meet you. Who can I hide you from today?
That's right. I forgot.
We're okay on Stimpaks.
Yeah, don't you dare start using them automatically. I fucking hate that.
Medic supplies adequate.
Yay. Oh, I missed that. Hey, Jagoth. Am I going to tell us the science story today? Yes, I know.
We haven't seen anybody in a while. Maybe the monsters have stealth suits too.
Shush. Ah, yes. This is the... yeah, I remember that. Okay. Just getting my bearings. And all that stuff. Yes, I will try to tell you the science story that I kept forgetting to tell you. I kept sort of teasing you, saying, hey, I should really tell you the science story today. And I kept forgetting. So if I haven't told you soon, just keep asking me. And I'm sure we'll get around to it eventually. Okay, so yes, stealth.
If you want to be sneaky, turn off your Pip-Boy light.
Shut up. You don't need to tell me how to be sneaky. I'm sneakier than you are. Okay, so yes, some damage stuff. Okay, so let's do the stealth. Let's do the stealth.
Data collection available online. Please use the terminal below to begin user synchronization.
Let's go research server sniffer. Should notice test subjects, Yeah, blah 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 blah. I don't think it's too much desperately important. There's a sort of a testing area down below with a sort of facsimile of a factory or an office building or something like that. I forget exactly what. Neat stuff though. Ooh, salient green, camera, toaster. Don't need any of that. Cigarettes. Ciggies. Don't need any more books, I don't think. I think I had enough for everything. Night Stalker squeezing! And another camera. Alright. Nuka-Cola. Ah, so much stuff. So little time. So many cigarettes. Yes, because everything's all nice and safe at the moment because they haven't been activated yet. I do think it's interesting. If memory serves, I'm pretty sure you can go through the whole scenario even if you're not stealth the whole time. Is that true, or am I misremembering that? Or if it's vague memory that you can just run and gun your way through the whole thing and it still accepts it regardless. Because it's just about getting through rather than anything else. Wow, there's so much stuff around here. I don't know if I normally bother exploring all this. Oh, it all looks very fun and interesting, doesn't it? Oh, caps. Yes, I'll take that. Ooh. So much stuff. Caps are definitely going to need, especially if I want to repair my stuff. It was like, what was it, 15,000 caps or something like that? All right. Yeah, this place is bigger than I remember. Then that's not really a surprise considering I don't really remember much about this DLC at all. It's my favorite DLC, but it's the one I seem to remember the least. I think it's because I'm just having so much fun whilst playing it. My brain doesn't necessarily remember everything about it. Or that's just my memory is absolutely terrible, which is more than likely, actually. Ow. God, I bit my cheek earlier and it's very sore right now. Yay. Actually, that reminds me, didn't I have... No, if we go to quests. Find upgrade to the Sync Central Intelligence Unit. Indeed. Well, that's bound to be around somewhere, I'm sure. So much scrap metal. That'd be useful if I was playing Fallout 3. I could hand it into Walter. But I'm not playing Fallout 3. He's not here. This isn't the mod that has Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas running side by side. Oh, nothing there. Is it this one? I think it might be. There it is. Nice. Ooh, there's a vent. Wait, you can open vents? Yay. Find the upgrades to the Sync's auto dock. Where are they? They are not here. They're over in Z9, apparently. I don't know. Stealth boy? I'll take that. How ironic. Might as well go through the testing environment as well. Hello. Everything's fine and everything is safe.
Starting combat. Just kidding.
Shut up. There's a recipe for the sneak book. Yeah, that's why I don't like using this stealth suit. It talks too much. Now, hang on a second. Okay, so that was the... I need to find... One second. Here we go. Okay, so we found the... Yes. We found the recipe. So there's a tumblers today. What is that? That would be useful. That's not a recipe. No, no, that is the recipe. Okay, so we need to find the tumblers today. Which is in one of those vents that I happen to see. No, I didn't want to sit in the... Out. Thank you. Sarsaparilla, I'll take that. This is why this game always takes me longer than I think it does, because I always forget the sheer amount of time that I spend just running around scavenging things. Hello. Right. I don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. I went through there. I don't think I've been in here yet. That's the goal. Collect everything? Well, you gotta collect everything. What's the point of playing the game if you don't run around and collect everything? So that you can then sell it, or scavenge it, or do whatever you want to it. Besides, you really want to try to find all the like ammo and stuff. All right. I'm pretty sure that's the entrance. Yeah, this is where things kick off, isn't it? I hear the sound of Night Stalkers. Why do I hear the sound of Night Stalkers? I don't see any Night Stalkers. Invisible or otherwise. Laser pistol. Ooh, average looks safe. I can pop that. Nope. Come on. A little bit more. Gotcha. Nice. Alright. Sunset sarsaparilla. Something like that. So many turrets, so little time.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Happy to see you. Right, so where's that tumblers today? Event of reception area. So this is presumably the reception, so it's an event up there somewhere. Well now. Is it one of these vents? Oh. So it is. Why on earth anybody would go to all the trouble to hide that is beyond me, but there you go. This is a, oh, I think I... Oh, did I use that one, by the way? I don't remember. Under C. So yes, I must have done. Which I think I already got. So we'll assume that that's a yes on that one. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. We mostly just need to actually start the test now. So that's fine. So yeah, we've got all the recipes. The only thing we don't have is one more stealth skill book, which is a reward for completing all the stealth suit tests. So let's do that.
This is the basic stealth test. The robots will be looking for us, but we won't let them find us.
For this test, you must steal a document in the administrator's office without being detected by the patrolling robots. Oh, so you can't be detected. Fair enough. Couldn't remember that. Successful one will automatically update the suit software and award an item in the supply cabinet. Success without being detected. Fair enough.
Pip-Boy lights on.
Thank you. I was aware of that. Of course, all the doors automatically lock and close themselves. So we've just got to avoid the robots at this point. That's nice and easy. Oh yeah, of course it locks all the doors, doesn't it? Which is, of course, a very good source of experience. Should you wish to do so. Already emptied that, did I? That. Eye out around. I know there's one out there. I just don't know. Good, he's going the other way. Sneaky, sneaky. I've got to get the safe.
Test data processed.
Yay!
Firmware updated to version 1.1. Boot damping sensors online.
Schematics for the Stealth Suit Mark II have been uploaded to the Think Tank. Yes. Hey! Attack of the Infiltrator. Oh, speaking of attack. Hello.
Mean robot bugs. Mean robot bugs.
Thank you.
Ready, steady, fighty.
I really hate that woman.
Still scanning. Still scanning.
If I can lose it, I can get another stealth shot on it. Which would be good.
Need to calibrate these robo sensors.
Come on, go away. I don't think it can get in the room, so it can't.
Should invest in walking eyes.
I don't think it can get into the room.
Go, my minion. Sting
Then
them
again.
in the name of all that is Mobius.
Yeah, good enough.
I'm not programmed to fail. Just so you know. Please believe me when I say I'm not enjoying this.
Yeah.
I see you. Now I end you.
Is that Robo Brain attacking me, or is he exclusively going after the Scorpion? Because if he's after the Scorpion, he can finish him off as much as he wants.
I see you. Now I end you.
My programming requires that I keep trying to kill you.
That's all.
I'm sorry it had to end this way. I'm afraid my programming
Ready,
requires that I try
steady,
to kill you now.
fighty.
Nah, I got it. Whoop! Well, the security didn't like that very much, did they? Looks like I'm killing everything. Just the way I like it. Well, gets me a good chunk of experience at least.
Are you sure you scanned destroy this one? I'll make more.
Got to remember they do that.
Everyone, calm down. Might have been a blip. You won't escape me. Are you sure you scanned something?
Say goodbye to the Robo-Scorpion. Okay. Right. I know we've still got to do test 2 and test 3. Actually, is there 3 tests? I can't remember.
Robo-Scorpion, attack!
Cessation of hostilities complete.
What was that? Oh, damn it. Pick up a sensor module. I don't want a sensor module. It's the last thing I need right now. But not worth it. Sensor module. Goodbye. I still hear the sound of those Night Stalkers, but I don't know where they are. Like, I hear them, but I don't see them. And I'm well aware that technically you don't see them, but whatever. Okay, can we continue the next thingamajiggy? Because we have to upgrade the stealth suit again, or do we have to actually, like... Oh, right, reward save. Sure, I'll take that. Alright.
This is the advanced test. Watch out for laser tripwires. They'll ruin our day.
Sneaky seal the document the administrator's office. Laser tripwires have been added for increased difficulty. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's an expert level one as well, if memory serves. For the record, you can disarm for a good, healthy chunk of experience per each. So it's well worth running around and disarming if you've got the experience for it, of course. As you can also see, the Robo Brains have been brought back to life, because of course they have. $50 points a pop is good, and the doors have been relocked. And do I want to know how to cheese the tests? Go on then. I mean, I'm perfectly fine doing it legit, because you get lots of experience out of it. But go on then, tell me how to cheese the tests. Oh wait, have they not brought back the Robo? Oh no, they haven't brought back the Robo Brains. That was just one I missed. Well, fair enough. In that case, I'll kill that later. You can go back upstairs and drop down to the room with the safe you need. You know, now that you mention it, I think I have heard that. But, I mean, let's be honest. It's not as if these tests are super difficult. Like, at all. They're really not hard. And as I said, doing them legit gives you a whole bunch of experience. From killing the robots, to disarming the laser tripwires, and all that good stuff. Unlocking all the doors. Is good experience. Which reminds me, actually. There was a case of one of those things where you might as well... Did this one open? These are the ones at the top that closed. I don't know and I don't care. I just want all the experience. But I'd really like to hit level 45 by the end of this DLC. That would be very ideal. Bonk. Probably not gonna, but you never know.
Test data processed. Firmware updated to version 1.2. Aural subnet online.
I'm pretty sure there's an expert one too.
This one looks pretty tough. That's
Whoa.
all.
That was weird.
Oh, that's too bad. Those robots would normally help defend us and the facility if we're attacked.
Yeah, we're fine. Alright, let's do the expert one. Oh yeah, we would have to grab the jiggy fusion cells and fixing things. Expert levels. Let's do this. Test selection.
This is the expert stealth test. If you thought the lasers were bad, wait till you see the proximity mines.
Yeah, so we got to get the thing from the office without being detected by the patrolling robots. Laser trace wires and proximity detectors have been activated for increased difficulty. Yeah. Things that go boom. I think all the lasers are off now. But I don't actually remember where the proximity mines are. So we'll take it nice and slow. I don't see it. Now I see it. There we go. That's one of them. Did I get experience for that? I don't think I did. If I don't get experience... No, if I don't get experience from it, I'm not even going to bother. Let's just go straight there. Get the experience from opening the locks, of course. Once we do the most British thing he can, drink tea? And that's not the most British thing I could do. Most British thing I could do would be to invade your country and declare you part of the British Empire. But we don't really do that anymore. Earl Grey? God no. I don't really go in for the whole posh tea thing. That's never really been my bag. Oh. Nice save, Jagoff. Nice save.
Test data processed.
Woo.
Firmware updated to version 1.3. Torso fitment synced to user's physiology.
Yay. Alright.
Who do you think is cuter, Dr. Klein or Dr. Boros?
Don't care. Is there not... There's a super advanced one. Oh, there is! Huh. I forgot
This
about
is the robot compliance test. If you sneak up on a robot, you can disable it. It's
Yeah.
so easy, even I can't mess up.
I hope the robots have been brought back, otherwise I'm in big trouble. Oh, you're telling me I've got to sneak up on a robot? Come on. I gotcha. Wait for it to come this way and then turn around. I don't need stealth, boys. I'm stealthy enough as it is. Oh, by the way, hi. Didn't say that. I should say hello, hi, or howdy, hi. Because, yeah. What's the objective of this test? Have I got to deactivate all the robots or something? I forget. I wasn't paying attention. I got to turn off the robots. Was that it? Fair enough.
Test data processed. Firmware updated to version 1.4. Impulse Accelerator online.
Nice. Level up. Alright. Hang on a sec. Nope, not let me do it. Alright, do it myself, shall I? Honestly. What level did we just hit? 42, was it? Meaning of life and everything. So my sneak is actually 89. Well, that's not too bad. Alright, and we want to take a rank of toughness. Apparently I've already taken one. Yay. Guess we'll take it again then. Ranks 2. Because why not? Alright, and we should also, as an added bonus, get a copy of Chinese Spec Ops blah 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 thing. Sneak increased by 4 points. That should be it for skill points, or skill books I should say, in this DLC.
This one looks pretty tough.
Go, my minion! Sting them in the name of all that is most.
Wow. I hit him so hard he literally vanished from existence.
Fighting over.
Woo.
Eureka!
Oh, hello. You
This
know what? I
one
don't
looks
even want.
pretty tough.
Hello. Got to remember to do that.
Go, my minion! Sting them in the name of all that is my minion! Sting them in the name of all that is Mobius!
Maybe not.
Robo-Scorpion, you won't escape me!
Mostly just trying to save ammo with my Gauss gun.
You're no match for science!
There's ammo for this bad boy.
Fighting over.
Yay. Now. Pretty sure. My list says there was a skill book in one of these rooms, but I think I picked it up in the last episode and didn't mark it off. Yeah, seems likely. Alright. around, pick up the missing upgrades and what... Oh, hello.
This will stop the pain.
Did you just inject me with a Med-X?
This one looks pretty tough.
Suit will keep you hidden from me. Think again.
Bloody robo-scorpions everywhere, honestly. Whoa! Hello. I wasn't expecting you to do that. And there I thought I was being bloody clever.
There's a 95% chance of clear skies interrupted with artillery fire.
God damn it, stop missing.
You're no match for science.
Really? It's a start. Are links disabled? They're not disabled as such. But obviously I can't click links if I'm playing a game. I think I disabled links anyway.
Bad guys, elsewhere.
Well spotted. Ah, you made a clip. I see. Yeah, clips are usually fine if you think something's funny. And by all means, feel free to share them in other places as well. God only knows I could use a little more attention around here. Okay, so apparently we need to get a thingamajiggy right here. Come in here before. I forgot she jabbed me with a Med-X. Sugar doo 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 doo. All that. Nope, not much in there. Did I come into this area before? This was the place with the... No, this must be the other one. I must be getting confused. Big shocker there, right? Me confused? Who would ever have thought it? At least I don't have to worry about night stalkers around here. Hello. Shadis. I'll take that, thank you. I know the things support AIs. Well, they're upgrades. At least I've already found all the AIs. I've already completed the all my friends have off switches thing, which is neat. much stuff. Let's get a little ammo out of all this. Alright. I don't think I need any of that stuff, do I? I don't think so. So we've got 3 more left to find. That's actually not too bad. I was expecting many, many more. We're out. Alright, first up is the X12 Research Center because reasons, I suppose. Which is weird because I thought I'd already done this. But I guess not. Oh, hello. Nice. Found it. Hidden all over the place, honestly. How much ammo do I even have for that? Quite a lot, actually. Who's a good dog gun? Right, okay, so we got that one. Next one is close to Little Yangtze, apparently.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, what, huh? Oh. Ow.
Fighting over.
Works for me. I should have used this ages ago. Ooh. Tats. Look, deactivated bomb collars. A broken detonator. Gee, I wonder who was working around here. Okay. There it is. All right. I think that's your lot. I don't even like onions. Ooh.
Starting combat. Just kidding.
Alright, actually, we need to go, and the last one is just off the construction site. Because of course it is. Ah. It's for water production, is it? Brilliant. Alright, let's pop all the things in, I guess. And we'll be good. Okay. Yay! 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 Yay!
Might I be of service, sir?
Okay, let's do some buying and selling. You've usually got the caps for it. Got a couple of mines you may as well have. Those grenades I'll keep. Yeah, keep all that. I have a brown skin outfit for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. vodka. Uh-huh. Apparently I have some scrap metal for some reason, and I don't know why on that either. All of that, that. A lot of shoof. Okay. Alright, excellent.
Might I be of service?
Alright, now. Obviously I don't have enough for all of that. How much would it take to repair my thing again? 16,000. That's a lot of stuff. Alright, so we gotta reinstall all the personalities, I suppose.
You require some additional service.
So we've got implants, haven't we? 10% Cazador damage, drinking radiation removed, and bonus HP/AP from food, and that's gonna cost a grand total of 40,000 caps. You know what? I'll leave that for now, thanks. Still, okay, you've had your upgrades. Who else needs them? The sink? Yay! Water purification function lane.
Between you and me, I think...
Okay, talk to you later. Well. Lots of good stuff. Oop. Nice. Okay, that's good. Upgrade secondary material mulching functionality, pencils and clipboards, process into lead, spare parts, and duct tape.
Greetings, citizen.
Alright, nothing right now, thank you. Muggy. Upgrade holotape received. Upgrading parts production functionality. Supply of energy cells, microfusion, and scrap electronics available once per day.
Oh, please!
Thank you. Gotta go. Okay, so what is that? Mood lighting, +2 to charisma, barter, and speech.
Hi again, sweetie.
That's charisma, barter, and speech. Intelligence, repair, and science. That would be pretty good.
How can I illuminate?
Can you turn those lights on for me? Oh, good, you can actually get both. That one, please. Hey, look. Isn't that nice? Ain't that just lovely? Influencing people? Complete. Casual damage is the most important one. Well, I guess. Kinda, sorta, maybe. Field research. Oh, still gotta get that one. Have I found all the audio samples for the jukebox? Old World Blues. Get the retrieval test. We still got that one to do. We still got that one to do. So, guess we should probably pop back out. Oh, actually, after I've sorted my inventory. Okay. We'll store that. Yeah, we need to keep all of that stuff, sadly. I don't really want to keep the Stealth Suit Mark II, but the Ranger armor, I literally can't put it back on now. Because it literally has nothing on it. Which is a bit annoying. I don't really want to spend 60,000 caps. I really kind of wish that the repair stuff was the thing where you could set the repair percentage and that would dictate the price. So you could decide how much to spend and how much to repair, you know? Because I really don't want to wander around in the stealth suit because it'll start using up all my bloody Med-X and it'll end up getting me addicted to the bloody stuff. But I don't have 16,000 to spend. Well, I do have it, but I don't want to spend it, you know? I don't want power armor. You keep saying that. I don't want it. Besides, where even is there power armor in this DLC? Yeah, I think we've got too much stuff. Just in general, way too much stuff. Oh, another thing I can do actually. I can go to. I still have it in Books and Wonder Glow. There we go. Recycling. Max charge. Not about any of that stuff. Alright, and there are the last of the skill books. Created very nicely for me. More points to sneak. More points to, where is it? We got more points to unarmed. More points to lockpick. And more points to survival. Which should get us pretty well good. Ooh, almost everything is over 90. Although some of these are upped by the increase in intelligence I'm currently having, thanks to the increase of thing. So yeah, we're doing pretty alright. You know, we're pretty good. I think we'll get there eventually.
Foot bones connected to leg bones connected.
Yeah. So the real question is, what the hell am I going to do about my armor? Because obviously I need the damage threshold that armor gives you. Unfortunately, I can't put that back on now. I've taken it off. I should have thought of that before I did anything, because it's broken as fuck. I wish there was an item you could use to do some repairing on it. Is there? I may look that up. It's almost time for a break. I may look up what I might need in order to repair it. If anything, I suppose. I mean, other than caps, because I don't want to have to spend all those caps. There's bound to be something. I mean, I can keep the stealth suit on for a bit, but that is almost certainly going to... Actually, if I could take off... If I drop my Med-X in there, then it can't fucking use them. If it has no Med-X, it cannot addict me to Med-X. That's out of the box thinking, that is. Alright, so we have a few more quests to do. Field research, the X8 data retrieval, and Old World Blues itself. So that'll be fine. But we do... excuse me. Actually, that does remind me. Not my cyber gun dog thing here, cyber dog
Might
gun.
I be of service, sir?
How?
In addition,
How do I get the? I have to buy the mods? I forgot I had to buy the mods. Or a couple of them anyway. Oh well. Forgot about that. Okay, so it's almost 4 o'clock, so we'll take a quick break. I'll do a bit of research while we're doing. See if I can work out what exactly I might be able to use to repair my damaged combat armor. Maybe. We'll see. But I should be back in just a few minutes. See you in a sec, guys. Okay, and I'm back. So, as I said, I did a little bit of research, quick looking it up. That's why the break was a bit longer than I normally like it to be. I just want to check, because I saw a piece of armor, I was like, oh, that could actually work, at least temporarily. I just want to check if I've already got it. Which I do. Actually, this one right here. I'm thinking if I can wear that, as opposed to wearing any of these, that would actually serve... I'll miss you. This would serve as a pretty decent... Oh, damn it. Oh, crap. I should be able to find another one of those somewhere. Don't have one kicking around. Oh, I do have that. I can use that to repair that bad boy. There we go, that's better. So this only gives me damage threshold of 19. This is pretty decent. I can probably get it repaired cheap.
might I be of service? Very good.
Yeah, it's not even going to increase my damage threshold. Alright, let's not bother with that. This will keep me going for a bit longer at least. Okay, so we need to head back.
Do not attempt to breach the Fate Mountain force fields. Doing so could allow dangerous ideas and/or creatures having those ideas to escape.
Wait, in the Forbidden Zone? Really? Can I even go in there yet? I don't think I can. Nope, didn't think so. Okay, so I can't even do that yet. Okay, in that case we'll just do this one. I don't like that it pauses every time I switch quests. I always feel like it's gonna break. Hello, Roxy. You'll get your good ending, don't worry. Release the unusual specimen. Institutional data retrieval test basic. I'm pretty sure because I've got the animal friend perk, the unusual specimen is the Night Stalkers, of course. I wonder. I can. Nice. Free repair. Are you actually missing? Well, that was just stupidly impressive. Or, more accurately, that was impressively stupid. How did you even pulls that up?
Institution, where once, long ago, I was a student here. Now, I am its omnipotent God Principal. As I soon will be Lord of Big Mountain. Do-dee-doo. Do you hear that? It is my trumpet of victories.
I don't think I've ever heard him say that one before. Oh well. Looking for the student records. They're all around here somewhere. Looks to me. What do you think? Should I even bother trying this time? Let's see what happens. Nope. Apparently... Apparently VATS just doesn't want to work in this place. That's weird. And worrying.
Do you hear me, Betsy? Richie likes balls.
Hang on a second. Did I miss one somewhere? I thought I picked this one up. Okay. Apparently I didn't. Ah, there it is. Exit the testing area. Please exit the area before exit becomes compulsory. Are ya happy now? No, I've got to do it advanced too. No. Mm-hmm. Alright, let's get this over with.
Of your pre-recorded principal, Dr. Principal Boros.
Mm-hmm. I really wish it wouldn't whine.
Please place all filthy propaganda books in the incinerator chute in the sink. Especially those with funny pictures of me in them.
So, all of them then. Oh, hello.
Put down your weapons
No, I think I'm gonna get my weapon out. I should have started using this gun ages ago. This is a good gun. Free. All right. Woo! Study of the abominations created a big mountain has granted you damage bonus plus against nice stalkers. Not that that's really an issue for me when you consider the fact that, you know, they don't attack me at all because I'm their friend, but thank you nonetheless. Alright. Now, I forget. Did I kill enough Cazadors to get all the levels of the perks? I don't remember. I also need to remember where the hell the things are. Up to 3 ranks, it's only rank 2. So probably not. Okay. So where, oh where were the Cazadors? Can't see it. Damage challenges. Other challenges. Aha, Cancer Death Dealer. Yeah, okay, I need to kill 4 more Cazadors. Okay. I can do that. I just need to remember where the Cazadors were. Anybody remember? Anybody remember where in Big Mountain the Cazadors were? Because I really don't. Oh, it might have been Z14. They also might not be back yet. I may have to come back here at a later point. Well, it's the right place. But there might not be any more Cazadors around here. Because I've killed them all. Then again, I've been wrong before. That's 2. I know for a fact I saw another one. I don't know where it went. Nice. Here we go. That's all the Cazadors needed to level that up. So that's an additional 30% damage to Cazadors. Nice. Alrightio then. So I think, let me just check my list. I think that's all of the quests? Question mark? I got that one, that one, that one. Field research I haven't quite got yet. But I've got, check the quests. Yeah, influencing people I've done. Sonic emitter upgrade is done. Well, there is when visitors attack. It doesn't seem to be in my list. X8 data retrieval test, which I've recently just finished. Let me just see what the requirements are for when visitors attack, because who doesn't want to know about when visitors attack? Ask Dr. Klein. Huh. Really now? Gotta talk to Dr. Klein. Okay. Well, in that case, let's head back to the think tank, actually. Yeah. I will walk there. And then that'll be all the side quests. I'll nip into the sink first. One of the things I realized I did forget to do. Sleep. Okay. Observation area. Have I got all the upgrades on the stealth suit? I don't even remember now. Think tank. Hi guys, I'm back. Now which one of you is Klein? I think it's you, isn't it? Yes.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet?
Bah, 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 bah. I think it's this one, isn't it?
What did we... Oddly enough...
Looks like I've already gone through this. What do I specifically need to speak to him about? Hang on. He will say that... Dr. 8... Oh, you asked Dr. O about the attack. I may have done it, but it just didn't get added to my list or anything. Oh well, bit of experience out of that. Yeah, Dr. 8 and Dr. O. Okay. Let me just exit. Ah, there it is. When visitors attack. There we go. So I was asking the wrong question. Well, I was asking the right questions, but the wrong point. Okay, when visitors attack. Leading me over to O. Or 0.
Pretty
predictable. The lobotomized specimen returns. Its purpose? Repetition. Chances of success?
Heard you were attacked by previous visitors.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
What happened?
This human, I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now, but...
Hey, there it is. When visitors attack. Who were the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Why is that?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
Hmm. Any amazing
Yeah,
discoveries?
I discovered more internal...
Yay, scrap electronics. I think we've spoken long enough. Yay. Alright, so there you go. That's when visitors attack. That's the other quest that I haven't quite got around to doing. So aside from that, that's pretty much all of Old World Blues done. It's so sad. Anyway, yes, let's talk to Klein.
Did you retrieve the technology?
Yes.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Do these technologies have the information you need?
Yes. Yes. Yes, yes.
Yes, what?
No, I mean yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
Do you even know what these technologies do?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes, so let me... a bit. I'll figure it out.
Okay, science. Look, the antenna focuses brainwave patterns, right?
Yes, that's what I believe I said.
And the suit's cardiac regulator, and the sonic frequency is a spinal vibrator?
I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves.
Yeah?
I'm thinking. This is all very complicated. Let me check something. Of course. I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency, and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
don't these items seem more biologically focused than that?
Biological? Ridiculous. I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression. The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Yay. Okay. And we're off. You know, I had a feeling that might be the case. I got so much ammo I don't actually care.
Scorpion, attack!
Actually, that's really not doing any damage. Alright. Remember, the giant robo-scorpion is a myth. It can't hurt you. I forgot the pulse grenades don't work very well on these guys. You go running off? That works rather well. Nice. Very good, very good, very good. It's a shame when the DLC starts coming to an end. Of course, it's more complicated than just that. Because of course it is. Okay, so we can switch back to field research for now. That'll give us the chance to pick up the items before we properly confront Mobius, of course. Of course, we're going to deal with the giant robo-scorpion. Hello!
I see you. Escape me! Scorpion, attack!
Whoa, where the hell did all you guys come from?
That is Mobius. I see you.
Oh boy. Hello. I got a lot of ammo for this, really. You know, as we're heading towards the end of the Old World Blues DLC, as sad as that fact is, maybe now's a decent time to tell you that story I've been building up for ages and ages and ages, which almost certainly means it's going to end up being a letdown. It's nothing really particularly special or amazing or anything like that. It's just... Okay. Those of you who know me quite well will know that some years ago I was going through a pretty severe bout of insomnia. So I was spending a lot of nights up very late with very little to do, except watch some wonderfully awful late night television. And yeah, anybody who's ever suffered from insomnia will know that there's a lot of awful late night television. So cutting a long story short, hello. One of the shows I sort of ended up watching, I can't for the life of me remember what it was called. It was sort of rather bizarre. It was a documentary that chronicled the history of science documentaries. So, you know, sort of like science shows on television and how they've like changed over the years. And it went through from like through the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, up till sort of modern day. It was really interesting stuff, actually. Sort of how, like, really early modern shows were really early science shows, sorry, were basically just a guy sitting in a chair and talking facts at you in the vague sort of hope you might understand it. And then, of course, as things got on and they realized that they had to actually make this stuff entertaining as well as anything else, you know, they started getting, you know, scientists with more, like, direct personalities, you know, who could actually, like, talk to an audience in an interesting way and stuff like that. Anyway. During the 80s, early 80s, late 70s, I forget which, there was a show called something I'm seriously forgetting. My armor's low. God damn it. Oh, what the hell was the name of that show? I may have to Google it. Hang on. Just die already, will you? What on earth was the name of that show? The problem I've got is the show. My brain keeps saying it's called Look Around You, and that's not the name of the show because that was a parody science show that was made during the late 90s. That was a parody of 80s sci-fi, 80s science shows. That's a funny show, actually. If you want to watch something that parodies that kind of stuff, Look Around You is really, really good. It's got a lot of famous comedians and actors that you might actually recognize in today's day and age, like Simon Pegg and Peter Serafinowicz and that sort of lot. Good show. Anyway, I forget what the name of the show. I'd have to Google it to look it up. But it was hosted by a guy, a very famous scientist called Magnus Pike. Yes, that was his actual name. And they're gone. Okay, excellent. So yeah, this show, whatever the hell it was called, was hosted by the guy called Magnus Pike. Now, in and of itself, that would have been completely immaterial. Wouldn't have bothered me. I wouldn't have batted an eyelid to it. Never heard of the guy. He's apparently died many years ago, so I wouldn't have cared. Except the show goes on to talk about Magnus Pike in general. He was a sort of very famous, noted scientist. I am nearly dead. And, you know, he was, you know, like, very well known and respected. Hello. Yay, giant rubber scorpion time. Science! But Magnus Pike, as I said, a very famous, noted scientist. I'm not exactly sure what his area of expertise was. I don't remember. But he actually had a, I guess, guest starring role, you could say, in a music video. A music video for a song called She Blinded Me with Science. You may have heard of it. It was a semi-popular song. Came out during the 80s sometime. I don't know how popular it is these days, whether it's one of those songs that's got like a bit of a cult following behind it or not. But in the music video for that song, as I said, stars Magnus Pike, and he played a sort of eccentric scientist type, kind of like the trope you see today. And in the music video, it would very randomly cut, just cut out of absolutely nowhere to a clip of him sticking his finger up in the air and yelling science in that kind of cliche way that you almost expect scientists to be like these days. And I remember watching that and I was thinking to myself, is that where it comes from? Like, is that actually where the trope of a scientist sticking their finger up in the air comes from? See, if it was just relegated to the music video, I could say, oh, maybe it's just a coincidence. And it might be. Except that the music video did have a certain amount of popularity. The band, I forget what the hell they were called. As I said, the song is called She Blinded Me with Science. So you can Google it. I've seen it myself. And the music video was popular enough that apparently people used to just go up to the guy on the street and just stick their finger up in the air and yell science at him. And I'm like, is that where it started? Like, is that where the trope actually started? Is that where it comes from? Now, I don't know. For all I know, there are places and things in pop culture that existed like before that. I don't know if there was, but it's an interesting premise, don't you think? The idea that that could be where the trope of a scientist sticking their finger up in the air and yelling science actually comes from. And I was always fascinated by that. And like I said, it's something that's probably more interesting at 3 a.m. when you can't sleep. But, backup generator log, activate backup generator. Yes, do it. That's right, go away now. Bugger off. So yes, that is my science story. It probably wasn't worth telling. It certainly probably wasn't worth waiting for in the long run. But I thought it was very interesting. And I still do think it's very interesting, actually. Because it's just like, that could really be where it comes from. I don't know. None of us know. Who could ever know such a thing? But I just thought it was very interesting. You're just glad it's done. I did tell you it wasn't really worth it. I just wanted to guarantee that you kept coming back. I mean, in your case, that's not a problem, but anybody who watches in the future is going to keep watching for that. Alright. Nope, already done that one. Alright, how much health has it got? Oh, I've knocked a good chunk off already. I should start. Now I need to activate. Are there turrets I can activate or something? I'm sure there's like turrets or something I can activate. Okay. There's a turret. And there's a terminal. Hopefully I can activate it. And then run. Alright. Releasing! Oh. Spreading. Nope. Gotta be that one. It's the only one left.
This is a pre-recorded attack message indicating my desire to commit violence on you.
You're not very good at aiming, are you?
X-42, attack in the name of Mobius!
In the name of science! Did I just pick up a completely needless pet code?
X-42, attack in the name of Mobius!
I thought for a split second the game was about to crash. Alright, transcribing. 5. That doesn't help. Hey. Can I really just shut it down?
Is this thing on? This is Mobius. Dr. Mobius. We're initiating some kind of emergency test shutdown. In 5, 4, as in forbidden. 3, as in tree. 2, as in two protest. 1, as in none. Overlord, the emergency overload is initiating.
That worked. Yay! I didn't have to actually fire a shot. Probably for the best, considering how little ammo I've got for most of my guns. All good stuff. Ooh, hello. Yay! Question mark. Deal with all that. Find samples for the biological research station. Well, okay. Ooh, layer. I think I actually need one of those. I've got the Elijah's experimental one, and that seems fine. Wow, I really didn't manage to knock off that much health before I shut him down, did I? That's fine. That's pretty much par for the course. He's a big, tough brute. Alright. The Forbidden Zone Dome. Hello. Right, where's Mobius? Usually floating around here somewhere. Let's do a little exploring first, because I can. Fixing things. Always good. Excuse me, I nearly swallowed the wrong way there. Mobius's glove, because I'm pretty sure that's a unique thing. It's my brain stashed away up there. I'll talk to that later. Dr. Mobius's scrubs. There he is. Hello.
Hmm? Yo, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing, you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. Little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Is that better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
Yay. Thanks.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-terrific thoughts and ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
You aren't exactly what I was expecting. Mobius is just a confused old man. Yeah, that's kind of the sort of the twist, I guess, is that Mobius isn't the evil villain that everyone else has made him out to be. He's literally just an old guy who's heavily addicted to mentats and actually has reasons for why he's doing what he's doing.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
Why did you steal my brain? I need my brain back.
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
I was curious about some things. Hey, I leveled up.
Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Or maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
I can fix your monitor, but if you're getting ghost reception, I can fix that.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon mentats break.
Why did you steal my brain? He didn't steal the brain.
Oh, a variety of reasons. You're something of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
Why is that a problem?
I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. I have very good reasons for almost everything I do. Even if I forget them occasionally. Although I feel this one is especially important. Oh, well.
I was curious about some things. Can you tell me about your robo-scorpions?
Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought. But they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts.
No. I was curious about some things. You don't seem that aggressive. Why broadcast threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take Mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
Sounds like you built the Robo-Scorpions, issued threats to keep the think tank occupied.
Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, conscience? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the reasons better than I do.
Everything you've told me doesn't add up. Your plan, even your name, Mobius.
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I, although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
You reprogram their names as part of a recursion loop? To trap their processes?
Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then...
Why did you trap them?
The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan C's in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. Probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here. Or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan Bs, in case the A's fail.
Oh, I don't have enough intelligence for that.
Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, They have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time, and history. All that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quite professional.
I'm ashamed I don't have enough intelligence for that. That's kind of annoying. Kind of an asshole thing to do, your friends. If you lobotomize the think tank, why terrorize them?
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host.
There must have been other signs of a larger world.
There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micromagnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts.
So I don't have enough perception for that, but I do have enough for this. Cranial injury from the attack outside Goodsprings.
Yes, very good. I should have Mentats ingest you instead of the other way around. Mentats. In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the autodoc in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem, and the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial cells into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation...
So if I don't get my brain back in my head, I can't leave, ever?
Oh no. I doubt your brain would be so unreasonable. It already knows the trick of it, you see. Doesn't need to be in a host body at all. If you become friends or exist in an uneasy truce with weapons aimed at each other, it would unlock the fence for you. Well, once the think tank was dealt with, of course, your brain is a responsible sort. Doesn't want mad scientists running around everywhere.
Understandable. So you set your threats on a loop to keep them occupied?
Yes, I certainly wouldn't loop it on purpose. Purpose. I am far too sophisticated to make such a childish error.
Do you know anything about the other visitors?
Not much, except they contaminated Big Mountain and installed new ideas in the think tank. One caused a great deal of infrastructure damage with his brain and smartiness. Ruthless, that one. Played a little rough with the trains. But the last one was the most dangerous. Him slipping away. That was almost as bad as the think tank escaping.
What do you mean?
The first one, the ruthless one who smashed up our toy trains, asked for weapons, power, items he could use to destroy a nation with force. The other asked a different question, and with it got the true answer about what makes nations and what breaks them. He spoke to the think tank, to Klein, showed them the flag of the old world, and it made them remember all of it, all that had happened. They shared things with him that they shouldn't. He now carries those ideas, that knowledge elsewhere.
Interesting stuff. So the basic idea is that Mobius kept them all playing in the same sort of loop, going through the same iterations of the same events over and over again, essentially to stop them escaping, because he genuinely feared that if they escaped Big Mountain Complex, they would do an awful lot of damage to the real world because of how smart they are. And I guess because of how... I don't know. I mean, I never really thought that they were outright callous, but yeah, I can kind of see maybe he thought that they were. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. Alright. There we go then. There's no point we can stick into survival, and everything is now in the 90s. That's awesome stuff. Awesome sauce. Now, can I have... Because I picked up the... Charisma 1, Intelligence plus 2. Let's stick that on briefly. Hang on.
I'm having them...
Don't know if I can... Oh. Is that perception? Oh, hang on. No. No, that's the wrong one. Still, that's points. There it is. Look, intelligence. Klein said they had the idea that the 3 technologies after your broadcast. Coincidence?
I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology, herbal tea, and luck. So watch it, potty mouth. My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. And along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave. It prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put a brain, your brain, back into its skull properly.
What's the purpose of the technologies?
The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit? Why, it houses a cardiac regulator. And the sonic sound wave projecto emitter was never intended as a weapon. It was a medicinal vertebrae pulse desensitizer. In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I think there was a story once where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either.
Was there any other data transmitted in your threat?
Yes, my overly aggressive cammed-up broadcast was designed to keep reinforcing the forget, fear, rinse, and repeat program. Oh, and the get me the things to castrate your only possible escape attempt.
But I couldn't delete you or your arrival any more than I could the other visitors. Only so much science can do when you started talking to them. You're really quite difficult to ignore, you know. It's because you're, well, rather intriguing, if you'll forgive an old brain for saying so.
But the think tank downloaded the schematics, not the items. They can rebuild them.
Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate. Oh well, at least I tried.
Time for me to go now. Goodbye. Yay! So, yep, that's the real story behind what the hell is actually going on around here. It's actually rather clever, and as weird as Mobius may seem on the outside, dude's actually a diabolical... Dude's actually like a diabolical genius. Oh, it's also 10 past 5, which means we're running late for the ad break, which means I'm going to take it now. See you in a sec, guys. And I'm back. Okay, so we'll keep exploring just for a little bit. Find all the wonderfully fun stuff we can find dotted around. What there is of it. I'm pretty sure there's a room just full to the brim with mentats kicking around somewhere. Don't remember exactly where it is, but I'm sure we'll stumble across it at some point. Until then, we'll just scavenge like always. Nuka-Cola. I gotta lug all this shit back to the Mojave once I'm done here. That whole pile of stuff. Ah, mentats. And more mentats. Did I mention there was a room full of mentats? So many mentats, so little time. Yep. Alright. There's me brain. Which is currently asleep. I do want to point out the bizarreness of the fact that I'm about to have a conversation with my own brain. Well, it's bizarre from a normal point of view. I talk to my brain all the time, but that's just me. I try to stay on good terms with it because, well, you kind of have to. But that's just me. We checked all down here, didn't we? Boba brain. Just scrap electronics. Nothing important. I do hope we've got enough to be able to convince my brain to get back in my head. But you know, I can't actually remember which one's better and which one's worse. Because I'm pretty sure if you're brainless, that's what the name of the perk is, if you don't have a brain in your head, I think it means you can't get your brain, like, crippled. But I think there are pros and cons to both. I'll have to go through them once we actually get to the point. I'd have to look it up and double check. As I said, we'll get there on a good time. Ooh, cabinet. Hello. Just cigarettes. Hello. Brainless is head immune to crippling, plus 5 damage threshold, 5% damage threshold, minimum of 1, and plus 25% chemical addiction resistance. Really? Hello.
Well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been? Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
Are you... My brain? Why does my brain sound so masculine?
Well, as to that, you'd be surprised how hard a feminine-sounding voice modulator is to find in the Forbidden Zone. It's not as though brain-sustaining life support tanks grow on trees. I had to take what I could get.
So, yeah, Brainless is head immune to crippling, plus 5% damage threshold, minimum of 1 point, and plus 25% chem addiction resistance. Big Brain is head cannot be crippled, plus 10% damage threshold, minimum of 1%, and plus 10% chem addiction resistance. So actually, getting your brain back is the better of the two, isn't it? Because your head isn't crippled either way, I'm assuming. Head is immune to crippling, head cannot be crippled. So yeah, it's the same thing. So you get a plus 10% damage threshold rather than plus 5%. And I barely ever use chems anyway, so chem addiction resistance isn't actually a problem. So yeah, getting my brain back is actually worth it. That's good. Are you my brain?
Lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
Why are you such a dick? No need to be sarcastic. Meet your own brain is a slightly odd event.
Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good Lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled me out of you?
Yes, because running around a crater full of bizarre science experiments, hygiene is a top priority.
Well, I see sarcasm hasn't eluded you. Fine, perhaps now isn't the best time, but it's the principle of the thing.
Okay, why are you such a dick?
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote, as if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Do you think I enjoy that little moment?
Of course you're responsible. You're my brain. Oh, come on, that's fun stuff.
I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little partnership. All those feelings that motivate you, that sense of righteousness and that rush you get when you help someone, do you know where those come from? Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system, I can see how foolish your motives are.
You're the source of most of those grants, unless you're arguing that my thyroid is to blame.
Well, look, it's all a very complex system of biofeedback and other things I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Admit it, you're just as glandular as I am.
Oh, all right. Perhaps I am, but at least I'm logical about it.
Don't you want to be reunited? Thought you'd be happy to get back in my head. How the hell did Mobius get a hold of my brain?
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
How did he manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though.
Seems like a pretty unlikely coincidence.
Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it.
Ooh. See, Dr. Mobius is a lot smarter than he seems. Well, that's just that.
Well,
don't you want to get reunited? I thought you'd be happy to get back in my head.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
Tell me about it. What about the good things? What about a cool breeze on your cheek? The smell of food? Love!
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones.
Isn't it just as true that you only feel this way because you're lacking those hormones?
I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it?
So we're in an impasse. I can't feel what I feel, and I can't think the way you think. Or you can't feel what I feel.
Indeed. Quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
I think we have to trust each other and acknowledge that we aren't complete if we're separated.
I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us.
So what do you say, Brain? Join me for some more wild adventures?
Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem. Even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
Let's go make them share. Come on, Brain, it's stomping time.
Oh, lovely. We've reached the mindless violence portion of the program. Tell me, what exactly are you, and I use the word loosely, planning?
Let's just say violence is the last resort of the civilized man, and I'm feeling nicely uncivilized. I don't actually want to kill them. I want to try to talk them down, but whatever. Let's see. Explosives, melee, unarmed. Going to show them a video screen. Even get a black eye. The brains have forgotten the little things like the sharp blades and heavy chunks of steel. Ever had a squirrel brain omelette? That, but on a bigger scale and with bombs. Got to show them what a really bright. I'm going to show them what's really the brightest thing in the room. That's quite a good one. I'm going to show them even video screens can get a black eye. That's quite clever.
Not much of one for the high-tech approach, are we? Well, I
think if the think tank were told about, we'll make them. Let's go.
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its... I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Yay! I got my brain back. Somehow. Alright, we're off. Hello, X42. How are you doing? You okay? Good. I need to go up here. I need to remember the difference between the heartless and the spineless perks too. I mean, you know, as well as anything else. Also, I'll put this back on. We also had that one last quest to do as well, where we needed to collect seeds for the biological thingamajiggy. We go there actually, and we can go north. Yeah. So we're up on the high ground here, which is hopefully better. Take them. Oh, hello. Alright, who's firing a gun at me? Oh. Works for me. Oh, hey, it's one of those things. I can use that to repair my one. Nice. Somewhere around here there's... No, where is it? Ah. There's that. Do I really want to have to take care of you guys? I mean, I guess I could. Ah, but again, maybe not. It doesn't reach that far. Whoop. Hello. Really? Okay. Works for me. There it is. Nice. Alright. We can drop those back in the think tank. Just nip into the sink real quick.
You got some plans for me, don't
Poor Muggy. Right, there it is.
What's that?
Found a sound wave file for you. Yay. Alright. I don't actually remember what the difference is between the things. Hang on a second. Let me, you know what? Let me look that up. Because why the hell not? Sonic emitter weapon. Gabriel's bark. So we got Gabriel's bark, opera singer, revelation. Robo Scorpion and Tarantula. I've always wondered, can you use it to... Yeah, that. I think that's a basic upgrade, isn't it? Yeah, I think the different upgrades that you can get for it just do different stuff. Different amounts of damage. I think the Robo Scorpion is the most powerful per attack. Seems to have the best numbers. Although they have special things. The Gabriel's bark has knockback. Opera singer can dismember. Revelation can paralyze. I think, is that explosives? Robo Scorpion is explosives and Tarantula sets things on fire. Aside from that, they're all pretty similar, although in terms of basic attack power, the Robo Scorpion one seems to be the most powerful, should you desire to do that. There was something else. What was the other thing I was going to look at? Oh yeah, that was right. It was the... maybe we can... I don't know, I need to find it first. There's spineless, reinforced spine, heartless, and cardiac arrest. Yes. Okay, so yeah, looking at this, yeah, just to reiterate what Jagos said earlier, with brainless, so that's not having the brain in your body, you get head can't be crippled, 5% plus damage threshold, plus 1 minimum, plus 25 chem addiction resistance, and then head can't be crippled if you have the brain in, plus 10% damage threshold, and plus 10% chem resistance. So I would like my brain back, I think. Now for spineless, torso can't be crippled, plus 1 strength, plus 1 damage threshold, versus plus 2 strength and plus 2 damage threshold. Now I'm tempted to put my spine back because plus 2 strength is really good, because that's more carry weight for a start. And plus 2 damage threshold is also very, very good too. But your torso can be crippled. It is worth mentioning the plus strength doesn't count towards perks. It's purely an addition rather than added to the base. See, Heartless perk, you can't be poisoned, plus 25% bonus damage to healing items, apparently. Having no heart means you heal quicker. But minus 50% critical chance to robot attacks. Oh right, I get it. It means that robots have 50% less chance of scoring a critical hit against you. That's what it means. And the cardiac arrest perk, which is what happens if you get your heart back, plus 50% to poison resistance and healing items, minus 25% chance to get a critical hit from a robot. So the robot critical hit chance is halved. Healing items do more damage, and you only get half the chance of being poisoned. Interesting. So it's like immunity to poison versus just a drop in poison chance. I mean, poison's not a big issue as much these days because of you know, the fact that I've got a lot of health pool, so that's not as much of an issue. Oh, really? I was just looking at the bugs here. Both Cardiac Arrest and Heartless, that's the name of the two perks of whether you have the heart or don't have the heart, respectively, don't actually affect healing from any items, as they are missing the correct modifiers. Bravo, Obsidian, bravo. Well done. So, the increase to healing items is not important. So I'd almost be tempted to stay Heartless due to... because the only boost to getting your heart back and getting the Cardiac Arrest perk is increase from healing items, but according to the bug list, both Cardiac Arrest and Heartless don't affect healing items, so I might as well just stay Heartless because that's the only boost from it. Wow, that's really weird. Huh, how about that? Well, there we go then. And there's the quest complete. Field research done. So that's more or less everything.
Might I be of service, sir?
Yeah. Alright, let me scope this out. I shouldn't really need to do this again. Yeah, not much. Why do I have 40 Wonder Glue? Oh yeah, that's right. That was from the I don't actually need that. Cigarettes. I picked up a clipboard by accident at one point. And I can drop the blank books off. Technically I don't need them, but whatever. They're taking up a lot of weight in my inventory, so I'll just get rid of that. Alright, let me just double check a couple more things, and then I think we'll move towards completing the DLC, because I've only got like 25 minutes. So, yeah, let me just double check something. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, okay. I think I know what I'm doing now. Woo! Alright. So hopefully my decision to tell my brain that I was going to kill the think tank earlier won't be an issue. Actually, let me just sleep for an hour. Make a save. I just need to... That's the wrong screen. There we go. I can see things now. Yeah, make sure we prepare for this once and for all. I am! Hopefully we can talk them down. Look, red light. It's almost like they know they're the villains now.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
I found my brain. Now you and I are going to settle things.
I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
Not handing this thing over, there's something we need to discuss.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
You could tell him that. Do you think I killed Mobius? Maybe you should confer with your colleagues first. That would probably get me pretty much an instant win to calm them down because I helped everybody out earlier. Let's see. I don't want to do that. I think that turns them hostile. Do you think I killed Mobius? Let's go for that.
Yes! Wait, you did, didn't you? You are lying. No, you are not. Your heartbeat, perspiration, all excessively confident and sure of yourself. Why would you reason with that maniac? He'll destroy us all.
Maybe you should confer with your colleagues first.
Nonsense. Confer, colleagues. Those are two words I do not recognize.
Dr. Klein, I must intersect. Please. Do not harm the lobotomite.
I'm not going to harm it. I'm going to dissect it until it's dead. Why the sudden intersection, Dala?
I cannot stand a sweet breathing organism, breathing in and out to suddenly not breathe. We must keep it alive. For study. Slow study.
Dala, these vocalized pauses are unlike you. What do you care?
Klein, this lobotomite, it's a great sounding board. You respect ideology, right? This one's, well, it's got good ideas.
Silence, Dr. O. This is a think tank decision. Save your objections until after I have decided our course of action.
You know what, Klein? Stick a straw in your tank and suck yourself. Long and deep. And my name is Zero. Yeah, a big, fat zero with a slash through it.
The slash as a designator of... Why, that is brilliant. But how did you...
The lobotomite taught me that. Taught me a name is more than, that I should take pride in things like names. And you know what? Forget it, Klein. I hate you. And your theory of brachial beam oscillation? The Chinese had it first, you copycat.
How dare you? Brachial beam oscillation was solely my discovery. I expressly told you that and deleted all evidence to the contrary. It's 2-8. Why are you acting like this? You've never refused to commit necessary surgery before. And this lobotomite needs its surgery.
I have no idea what he's supposed to be saying during this. I could look it up. Apparently there are translations.
A noble speech, but there is no room in my vocabulators for friend and lobotomite in the same sentence. The very concept, revolting. Perhaps you are irradiated with camaraderie radiation. We have chems for that. We can save you from your emotional addiction. If I may, I feel as if I must be the voice of reason here. This lobotomite is much like us. Regarding even animals and pets as nothing more than avenues to promote science. There is good here. Instead of ending its life on the table, we should prolong its suffering in the name of science. Like good old Gabe, the finest of lab specimens. Why am I even listening to you fools? Enough of this mutinous chorus. If there's a word I hate, it's mutiny. And the word jism, which never made any sense to me. It's ridiculous putting j and zm together like that. Nonsense! I count as 5. Like the mighty human hand I once had, with its 5 penises clenched in a fist.
Sounds like your math is wrong. The odds aren't good.
Nonsense! The mathematics of this situation are on our side, lobotomite. I believe... No, wait. Carry the 2, then... If this were a democracy, I would be concerned. We are too scientific for that. So just surrender.
It's not a democracy, it's a research facility, and over half your colleagues dispute your findings.
You dare use logic against me?
I do. Here's the deal. I'm not going to surrender. You are.
That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
You can still do that. Here. Quietly. For me.
For you? And for science? I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
Woo! Success! Hello, eyeball. And that's about it, really.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The Courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The Sync Central Intelligence Unit was impressed by the amount of exploration the Courier had undertaken. Facilities believed lost, destroyed, or ones that had simply gotten up and walked to new locations had been rediscovered by its intrepid new master. Internally, the artificial personality debated as to whether it preferred the old management to the new, and concluded that the Courier's thorough approach to research and investigation was admirable and worthy of its respect.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better Scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of Mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The Sync atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the Showboat. One of them eventually transferred to the Lightwave Dynamics plant, and began a long, unrequited affair with one of the holograms.
The thing continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean. Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose. It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after, the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World Blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia. It became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues and new world hope, and hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Woo! Yeah. What's the brainless perk? Of course I have. Now I have the big brain perk. Yay. We've already talked about what that is. And I've got the transportal ponder, which basically lets me come back and forth. Yay. Alright, so, as previously discussed, we want the spine back. Oh, we need to go to the Autodoc, do we? Okay.
I trust matters regarding your brain.
Engaging your services. Swap body parts. Reattach my spine. Need the spineless perk. Some advanced technologies. You got +2 strength and +2 damage to yourself. Brilliant. Alright. Now, yeah, I think we're just going to leave the heart, because I think it's just better without it, I think. Weird. Okay, so yeah, I think that's going to be it for today, because it's practically 6 o'clock. I've got to go and get some food, because I'm actually very hungry right now. So, yeah, I think we're good. So yes, that is it. That is all of the Old World Blues DLC. It's just my favorite. Just a combination of incredibly funny writing, a well sort of planned out sort of area for you to explore, like just really fun, interesting things to do. Just, yeah, this is the best DLC of the 4 they released for this game. And of course we still got one left. We still got one DLC left. That's probably going to take me 2, maybe 3 to go through. Probably just 2 sessions to go through all of that. And we're going to return to the Mojave in the next episode. I'll probably just do a little bit of stuff like between episodes. I'll see if I can scavenge up some supplies to repair my armor and whatnot. So I can actually work that out properly. I will, let me think, how much money have I got for those auto dock things? I currently have only 19,000 caps. See, that's not really a lot of caps, because I need 40. Was it 40? How much do I need? I think I need 40.
If you're planning to stay a while, I could...
Hang on a second. Yeah, I need 40,000 caps, so that's a lot of caps. So yeah, I'll have to think of a way I can scavenge and scrounge that up. And so, yeah, all in all, really good fun. As I said, I've got a few more side quests and miscellaneous things to do back in the Mojave in the next episode. Maybe the episode after that, depending on how long they take. And then we'll be moving on to the last DLC, and then we'll be completing the game. So, at most, 6 episodes of this left. Just 6 weeks left, you know. So, sometime in February, this is probably going to come to an end. So, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, yeah, if it takes 6 episodes to complete, which, I don't know, it might not. That'll take us into February. And then that'll be it for Fallout New Vegas. There's actually not a lot left. I've played this for God, what are we on now? What is this, episode 21, 22, something like that? I've played this for a lot of weeks. I've played this for a long freaking time, and I still love it. And you know what? This is the first time I've actually played it, like, legitimately straight through for a good chunk of time, actually. Because, I mean, you know, playing a Fallout game, it's a big time investment. You know, you got to put in several hours a day to get something done. So, yeah, all in all, this is my favorite DLC. I know I keep saying that, but there you have it. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see ya. Take care out there, everybody. Bye-bye.